All right. Let me just quickly see if we are live right now. Just give me a sec here. So can you check this? Well, if you're watching me live, just say something so I know that I can hear me and this is loud and clear. And if it's good, we'll get started. Okay. I've always tried to like stream into both Instagram and also YouTube, but I always seem to have some problems with Instagram for some reason. So just give me a sec here. Let me see if I can get this down here. Now, if not, then we'll just go straight on YouTube. Okay, let's check my stream to see all is good, and we'll get started. All right. Yes, I am live. All right, thank you. Okay, so thank you again for joining me in this session here. Today, we're going to talk about WhatsApp marketing, right? And WhatsApp marketing is something that is, I think it's needed and like important. Like you need it in Asia, in Southeast Asia, Asian countries. Everyone uses WhatsApp these days, right? Nobody really uses uh, like email marketing. I mean, people do use email marketing, but then people default to WhatsApp. So let me give you a quick story, right? And this is a real actual story. So just about a week ago, I wanted to send my car for a car wash, right? It was quite early in the morning, and so I have a daughter, and she just made a little boo boo in the in the car seat, right? So I wanted to send her. I want to send the car for a car wash. It was early, about 9 a.m., right? So what I was doing was I was in KL at that time, so I googled for car wash that can do those car steaming thing, and found like maybe one or two, right? There were also some of companies that were able to come to where you are to wash the car seat for you. So I also offer that. And then I messaged some of these um, companies, and obviously a lot of these via WhatsApp. All right. So I messaged them and got on with my business. And then after about half an hour, right, one of them replied and they said, "Yeah, I can do it." Now, guess who I sent my car to? The first one, right? The first one who replied to me. So I mean, that's a very simple story. But then, what I realized on this is that when it comes to response rate, right, the fastest would always win. So the faster you respond to a customer, the faster you respond to a prospect, that will give you the probability of earning the business. It's that simple actually. And you have to understand that a lot of people in Malaysia also uses um, WhatsApp. Like if you want to send a car for a car wash, would you use email or WhatsApp? And this is not just for everyday services or commodities, but even companies these days, right? You buy from a huge company, a lot of them already have WhatsApp support. So I want to go through few things, starting off, three things I want to do today. I've just explained why WhatsApp is important. Number two, I'm going to go into some response scripts that you can use today itself to re-engage with your leads and give you some ideas of the kind of like words to use for getting back a lost lead, reactivating a lead, or getting a referral and more. I think these scripts are really powerful. I'm going to share them with you right now. And perhaps you'll find use in that. All right, so here we go. Right, let me just. All right, so I have a sheet here, and I'm going to share the link for you to download this off. And what's interesting is that this document would come with 2 weeks free usage of Ottawa by Automate Me, which is a WhatsApp software that we have used for some of our projects, right? It's an amazing software. I'm going to give you the link right here. So just go and sign up for this link right here. You'll get a 2 weeks usage of Ottawa, which really stands for Auto WhatsApp. And you also get the scripts that I'm going to be sharing you right now. Right, so the document scripts is something that I keep updated as I work on more and more campaigns. So feel free to use them. Feel free to use it for your own use. Okay. So let me just share this. Share this in YouTube here. I'm going to put in download scripts here. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to go through some really quick thing right now. So now let me show you this one. So this is the document here. You can go through that, but I want to focus on just a few messaging scripts for common, no, not this one. I'm going to go all the way down here, sorry. Instant re-engagement WhatsApp scripts. Now these are scripts that you can send manually, right? Of course, you can do manually if you want to, but when you do it manually, of course, it takes a lot of time. And if you have like tens and hundreds of contacts, you want to do it in a way that saves you time, so you can use your precious time to do something else in your business, right? So I have 6 scripts here, but again, these scripts can be interchanged for different sort of like businesses. You don't really have to use it word for word. Please always change it to your own flavor, to your own style, and towards whatever that works for you. Okay, so let's go through this bit by bit here. So the first one is what I'm going to be setting up in our platform in just a minute. After I go through this, I'm going to show you the behind the scenes of how we set up a WhatsApp automation. And it's really simple. Now, again, there's a lot of different types of WhatsApp platforms and tools available out there. The real challenge, I believe, is not so much of using those technically, because anybody can set up a WhatsApp tool. You can onboard literally any platform and use it with your WhatsApp number. But the real challenge is usually, what do you send to your audiences? What do you send to your customers? What do you send to your prospect? That is usually the difficult thing. And most businesses, what they do is they hard sell. Whenever they have an offer, that's when they send a message. That's not what you should do. Okay, so what you should do is to build a conversation and engage your customers per se. All right, so the first one here, you can see this is called the referral nudge, right? This is something that we do for Underdog events, our workshops, and more. So when someone have already signed up for an event or workshop, they have already believed in you. So imagine you run an event today and you have people signing up for your event, right? And as an event organizer, usually what you want is you want to get more people to come to your event. So what do? One very smart way is to simply ask your customers who already believe in you for a referral. And you can do this manually, or if you want to automate it, use it with a broadcast WhatsApp. Or better yet, use an automation. All right, so the first one, really simple. So it goes like this. Hey, what I'll suggest is you put a name there, right? So instead of this, you can put a name. Hey name, thanks for joining your event name. Quick question. Who is one friend you know would love this tool or would benefit from this event? Okay, this is really simple. Ask them to register. Again, make things simple for them. So if you can put a link into your message, great, do that. Ask them to register here or using a name as a referral. And when they do, I'll send you a small thank you. I'll send you a small gift as thanks. Now, immediately, if you have, let's say, 100 registered participants, and you send this message, and maybe 20% of them actually get someone else to your event, boom, there's extra 20 people in your event, right? And you can automate this with WhatsApp. I'm going to show you that in a bit. Number 2, reactivation message for old leads. If you have some old leads, hey name, it's been a while, and we've been helping type of customer. We've been helping maybe accountants achieve less work. Thought of checking in, are you still working on, or are you still trying to solve a problem, right? Are you still juggling with too much workload in your accounting agency or whatever, right? If yes, I'd love to show you what's new since we last connected. Okay. Now, one thing that you notice that with all these reactivation, re-engage messages here is that they all end with a question, right? So psychologically, when you send an email or a message with a question mark at the end, the receiver is usually inclined to, oh, I want to answer that, I want to respond to that, right? So retention email, abandoned inquiry, um, this one is great for the review UGC, that's user generated content request. This is great if you run a product slash service business, or you sell a kind of product. So hi name, hope you're loving your product, right? Maybe you bought a bottle, maybe you bought a camera or something, all right? Could you share a quick photo or review? Take a photo of your camera, and you can also change the keywords a little bit here. So let me give you some tips here. So instead of could you share a quick photo review, which sound like something that you're asking them, you can say, could you share a quick photo or review? Just want to make sure that everything is okay, right? So one tip I can give you is to keep things conversational, just like you're talking to a friend, because that's what WhatsApp messages is for. Too many times I see businesses send messages that look like a brochure. We are running this promo, and that does not work, right? People can smell that you're promoting. So usually when you ask someone honestly, hope you're loving your product or service, could you share a quick photo or review? Just want to make sure everything's okay, and we can change a little bit, right? Make sure okay. Seeing a photo and help giving us the authority or giving us the permission to reshare it helps us, reach more people just like you. And if your customer really loves what you do, yeah, they will actually refer something to you, right? They will actually share that with you because they want to help you as well. They want to see you succeed as well. So this is a great script. Use this. Upsell, this one, I don't really use this a lot, but then this is great for products that you might want to upsell or cross-sell after selling a product. Because the truth is, when you sell a product to solve a problem, you actually create a new problem. I love using the example of selling PlayStation. So, for example, you sell PlayStations, right? When you sell PlayStations, you create a new problem, which is now they need a controller. Then after they buy the controller, now they have a different problem. Now they will need to buy games, right? So hey name, seems you bought PlayStation 5. Is it 5 right now? I think so. Most of customer enjoy playing a new game. It complements what you have just bought. It complements your PlayStation. So change it accordingly. Don't use a script by script, but you can play around. All right. Here's a link to get the new game at 15% off. All right, and then you link it back to your e-commerce store, wherever that is, and boom. Okay, now, so these are things that can all be automated within a system. And again, there are many systems that you can use. I want to quickly introduce you to a system called Ottawa, right? And this is a platform by a friend. Both of them are in KL, Aslan and also Kim. And if you like to get access to this, right, I'll share the screen. So I'll share the link, sorry. So the link is this. I'm just going to share it on the chat here. So go and download, get 2 weeks free of Ottawa. Right, I've negotiated with them to give you 2 weeks for free. So you can use the whole platform for free. And the way this works is it works like a mirror to your WhatsApp number. That means, okay, so when it comes to WhatsApp, there are 3 kinds of WhatsApp accounts really, right? One is the WhatsApp personal that you're using, everyone's using on their phones. Is called the WhatsApp personal thing, right? And then we have the WhatsApp business, right? That is when you use WhatsApp as a business and you have the WhatsApp business application on your phone. Okay. Now, the third one would be what's normally commonly known as WABA. That is the WhatsApp API, which means you connect through the WhatsApp API to Meta. And that gives you all sorts of capabilities, such as automations and more. But that's a bit more complicated, right? Now, the beauty of Ottawa is that it's based on a Google Sheet. That's what you're seeing right here. And it basically just mirrors whatever numbers that you have. So all you really have to do is once you get your Google Sheet like this, that is the application itself, your Google Sheet like this, all you have to do is just go and scan a QR code, just like you're scanning your QR code to your desktop, and then that's it, right? So let me just quickly show you how this works. I'm going to show you 2 tools today. So one is this. So basically, I'll show you a past example that we have done for past conference. So agenda B2B, right? So first of all, under the media tab, you can see in here, let me just see if my screen is showing right. Oh, my screen is showing a little bit incorrectly. So let me just resize that a little bit. Okay, let me see if that looks better. Okay, so under media, this is where you basically put in your messages, right? Your messages, templates is where you put messages. So you can see, for example, we have a feedback message here called feedback B2B Con. Hey, and then the name, that's the dynamic name. Thank you so much for joining us at Underdog B2B Con. Hope you left with at least one solid takeaway or new connection. When you got 2 minutes, could you share your thoughts with us? Here's the form, but we have a link. Now, this was sometime a few months back, right? Would mean the world to me. Appreciate you, Ruben, right? So how did we send this in this platform then? Right? We just go into the campaign, and I have one campaign called B2B Con, right? And okay, I've closed out the names. You can see the names are here, but I've closed out the names to hide their privacy. You know what? Let me just switch my screen a little bit. This is much easier to see. There we go. Okay, so I've turned off I hide their names and phone numbers for this stream. And basically, what you have to do is just put in a message, B2B, whatever message you created there. So in templates, you can see that I placed in feedback dash B2B con, right? So what we do then is under where is that? B2B con, I'll load in all the numbers on my left. I will choose the message that I want to send them in. Let's say feedback B2B con, right? And if there's any media, for example, JPEG, photos or videos or whatever that I want to send to them, I can put that inside. Variations are basically things that we can vary it. For example, hey, Ruben, your ticket was, now, and you vary that ticket, right? Message. And then all I do is just click this little red button up here, which I'm not going to do right now, because if I do that, then the messages will start sending, right? So this is that simple, right? So the cool thing about Ottawa, which is something that you are seeing right now, is that it's very easy to manipulate because it's based on a Google Sheet, right? So imagine being able to take in numbers from Facebook ads, being able to drop in numbers from your CRM, just like that. And if you use some systems like Zapier, Make, or NNN, you can very easily put in numbers into this sheet and it automatically sends emails on your behalf, right? And you can get started with sending automated or broadcast WhatsApp in just like minutes. That's the beauty of Ottawa. So if you'd like to get a trial of that, just go ahead for the link that I've shared in the chats. And Azlan has promised to give you 2 weeks usage of that. Okay, and you also be able to access the scripts I have here, this one, and all the scripts go through that. It's amazing. This is a collection of our scripts that we've used in activating WhatsApp for some of our clients and also ourselves. All right, so I'm going to show you the next system that I use for WhatsApp, and that is Go High Level. So we have built our own app on top of Go High Level, and I just want to quickly show you how it looks like behind the scenes. Okay. Let me just take this, and I'm just going to put this inside here so you can see that. Okay, so hopefully the screen is looking all right. If it looks funny, just let me know. I will do something about it. Okay. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. So this is our Daily CMO application. We call it Daily CMO. We don't really have a name for it, but just call it Daily CMO, the Daily CMO application, right? It's built on top of Go High Level, which is an all-in-one marketing platform, right? I will also share the link in the descriptions later on. But if you're interested, just go search for Go High Level. And if you want, so we have, because we have an agency platform on this one, we can create sub accounts. So if you like to, perhaps get our help to start an account for you, we can do that. This, you know what, this is something that I thought on the fly. Just get on a call with us. Get a call with me. You can get on a call with Ruben. I'm gonna put it here, okay? Daddy Cal. If you'd like to do that, I'll be able to help you. My team will be able to help you to set up and sub account and start using like WhatsApp automation within that system. All right, so let me show you how this works inside our app, Daily CMO app. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, so it's super simple. So all you do is basically, of course, when you set up an account, you want to connect your platform to WhatsApp, right? So that's done within somewhere here. So WhatsApp. Now, so this is WhatsApp business. It connects to your WhatsApp business, right? And you can see for this account here, we've sent like 20 messages, not a lot, not a lot at all. And once you set up you want to link your WhatsApp to the platform, all you do is create message templates. Now, I can't tell you the exact cost for all these templates right now. You have to go and look. There's a document for this one. But when you do this, there's a few types of different tiers. There's a few kind of messaging cost tiers. You get charged by Meta actually, right? So you can see that I have two categories of messages here. One is known as marketing, and the other one is known as utility. So marketing is normally, so Meta will look at these messages that you've written and decide whether it's a marketing message or a utility message. So if it's a marketing message, they will charge a higher tier for that. So every message would cost you about 4 USD or 3 USD. I can't really remember. No, sorry. 3 cents USD or 4 cents USD, right? Somewhere there. And utility is usually much, much lower. So what's the difference? A marketing message is basically like what you've done, right? You basically send a marketing message. You're sending an advertisement, a broadcast. Utility is usually when you buy something or you register for something, and then a message comes in via WhatsApp and say, hey, thanks for registering, thanks for buying, whatever that is. That's known as a utility message. All right. So all you do is just come into this. All right. You create a blank template. So I'm going to call this template, since I'm setting this up for Underdog Live Ecom Edition, which is starting in a week's time, right? By the way, if you are interested to attend Underdog Live Ecom Edition, please do. There's a lot we're going to be learning in that event. It's an amazing event. Please join us at Underdog Live. Just Google for Underdog Con or Underdog Live. You'll find the page. Go and take a look at it. And I really hope to see you there. Okay, so that's Underdog Live Ecom Edition, or just Google for Underdog Con. Right. So back to our template here. So really simple, right? So just call it, let's say, I'm going to call it Underdog. So UDD Live, okay, and then referral. So I'm going to set up a referral message to people who have bought, and then I'm going to ask them for referral within a day or within a few hours. Okay, so category, I'm going to call it utility. Again, this is up to Meta to decide, right? Language, I'm going to go for English. Okay, then what we're going to do is just create a quick message, right? I'm going to get my script that I've already had written down in the document. You can get the document again and just copy paste things like here, change it a little bit and set it up. All right, so coming back here, so I'm going to do without the header, all right? And then go straight for the message itself. That looks more natural. So hey name. Now, very important is you can't use the column that I've set here. You have to change it to your own variable. So I'm going to put hey, and then the variable is 1, okay? Hey 1, thanks for joining. Okay, the event name is going to be Underdog Live Ecom Edition. All right, that's my WhatsApp message here. Quick question, who's one friend? I'm excited. I'm going to put a bit there. I'm excited. You're excited that you're coming. Oh, I can just omit that. All right. Quick question. Who's one friend who is a friend who is a friend? Now, the reason I'm asking a friend is because we wanted to zoom down to that one person. Now, many times people ask for referrals, they ask like, who is someone who do you know would benefit from this? And then they'll be like, oh gosh, there's too much to know. But if you ask just one friend, or who is one marketer, who is one business owner might benefit from this. All right. So I'm going to rephrase that a little bit. So quick question, who is a person who is a friend in ecom you know would benefit from this event. Okay, invite them, and when they register with your name, okay, when they register, I'll send you a small gift. Thanks. All right. Now we can also put in images if you want to, but let's keep it simple. Hey, name. Thanks for joining Underdog Live Ecom Edition. Hey, quick question. Who is a friend in Ecom you know would benefit from this event? Invite them, and when they register, I'll send you a small gift as thanks. Right. I'm also going to omit that the referral thing because in our form we have a like who referred you. I think that's fine. So it look like this, right? Now we can also space it out a little bit. The idea here is to make it as natural, as conversational as possible if you're sending this as an automation, right? And then you can see that in number one, we can set the custom variable. So I'm going to choose a custom variable here, and then I'm going to choose the user and the first name. So that one variable here would permute into the name of the user, right? I can enter sample content. Let's say the sample content is Ruben. So you can see in the message preview how that looks like. Hey, Ruben, thanks for joining Underdog Live Ecom Edition. Quick question. Who is a friend in Ecom you know would benefit from this event? Invite them, and when they register, I'll send you a small gift as thanks. Appreciate it. All right. So it is a referral ask. I'm going to click on create. That's it. So when you create, what's going to happen is this messaging, this template is going to be like communicated to Meta, and it normally takes like a few minutes for Meta to confirm that, okay, you can use this message, right? So there we go. This is UDD Live referral. It's already in here and it's pending. You can see it's pending. It takes normally a few minutes to be activated the way. And then once it's done, great, we can go with it. Okay, so now how do we then automate this towards our users? So very simple. We'll come back here and I'm going to go into automations. So the automations here kind of work like Zapier, right? So before I create that automation for what I've just set up, I'm going to show you the automation that I created last time for the workshop, the online workshop last week. So you can see under signals, okay, again, we got a bit lazy with this. So I would suggest you create different automations for email and WhatsApp so that you can change things around. But what we did last week was we put in the same thing into one flow, email and also WhatsApp. That simplifies things sometimes, but again, best practice, I believe, is to create two different separate automations. Again, let me show you how this worked for us last week, right? So you can see that it works just like Zapier. If you use Zapier before, the concept is exactly the same, right? So the trigger starts off with a form submitted. So when our participants registered for our online workshop last week, they used a form that was on a page. When they submit that form, it triggers, right? So the first trigger is a form submitted trigger. Then we add a tag because the platform also works as a CRM. So we add a tag. Oh, this person is from workshop ABC, for example. All right. And then we send an email. And the email is from my name, from my email, and the subject is you're in. And then we have a message template here. Now, the same thing happens for WhatsApp. So come into WhatsApp, right? And what we did was we send from our business number, which is the number you're seeing here. And then we just choose that WhatsApp template, which is the WhatsApp message. And that's it. Right, that's it. The last webhook here is basically a webhook that zaps their contact into our newsletter. That's it. So what happens here is when they sign up for the workshop, we add a tag, we send an email, and also a WhatsApp, right? And I can tell you that sending WhatsApp increases the engagement with users because what we found is that users, technically, they use WhatsApp most of the time, right? When you register something, you get something on WhatsApp, you actually read that WhatsApp, right? Emails, not really most of the time. Okay, so let's set up the flow for the conference. So I'm going to click on a new flow. I'm going to go back to all workflows. Okay, and I'm going to create a new folder for Underdog, UDD, Live, Ecom. All right, so we've not set this up. I would set this up. So, and I'm going to show you a little bit of the behind the scenes of how we do this, right? Now, ideally for any event itself, you want to remind people via WhatsApp. We have ran events before and we reminded people on email. And then on the day itself, they come up and say, I didn't receive any message from you because an email went to spam or whatever, right? And they forgot. So create a workflow. All right. And then we can start with a recipe. I'm going to start from scratch to keep things simple. Start from scratch. And then in the builder here, okay, I'm going to call this like a WhatsApp referral. Okay, I'm going to call this referral us. And then WhatsApp. Cool. All right. You can use the AI to do it. I'm not going to use it. I'm going to go manual today and add a trigger. So you must find a way for something to trigger. Before we can take an action to start a thing, we need a trigger. What triggers this action? Does someone buy something? Is someone get tagged with a tag or whatever that is, right? You can also set a birthday. For example, when your birthday comes in, then you send a WhatsApp and say, hey, it's your birthday. We want to give you something for being one of the best audience or customers that we have, right? So I've not set this up again. I won't waste too much time in the settings up, but there's a lot of ways we can do this, all right? So I'm going to say, let's just say the opportunity. So opportunity is the CRM. So let's just say that the opportunity status change from a prospect into paid, right? So I'm going to say the filters assigned to has a tag of, let's say the tag is, okay, we have a few tags here. I would have to create a tag within the CRM. So let's just say that they became a customer, right? I'm going to add a new tag and I'm going to say, okay, UDD, let's say paid, right? They paid for the ticket, right? I've not set the trigger up, but I'm showing you how it's done, okay? So, it's required, opportunity status. Filter is required, huh? Oh, okay, let me use a different trigger then, right? But you understand the concept. Basically, we just choose a trigger. Like if let me just also tag, okay? Okay, the contact, all right, is tagged with, so let me say tag added is UDD paid. So when someone buys a product, which is the Underdog ticket to Underdog Live ticket, we tag them with UDD paid, right? And when that happens, it triggers this workflow. Understand? So then what is going to happen next is going to click on this one and we're going to say WhatsApp. All right, we can send a flow. A flow is like a flow of messages, right? Or we can send just a simple WhatsApp, which is what I'm going to do right now. And I'm going to select a number. So our number, this is our business number. Please don't message us for no reason. And then the template is, this is, okay, so if you're here like 10 minutes ago, you'll see that I chose utility for the message, but for some reason, Meta has decided that message is a marketing message. So this will cost me more. Okay, so UDD Live referral marketing. That's it. So the message is this: hey, first name user, thanks for joining Underdog Live Ecom Edition. Quick question: who is a friend? Who is a friend in ecom that you know would benefit from this event? Invite them and when you send you a small gift as thanks. Save action. So that's it. All right. Now we can also choose. If they get delivered, we do a different action. We send them a follow-up message or we do something different. We tag them with a different tag. And if it's undelivered, what do we do? Maybe we notify someone and say, hey, this number is invalid. We can do all sorts of things. Again, I'm going to keep it simple because simplicity is beauty. Now, before you go live, test workflow, test it to someone that you have inside your CRM, and then click on save and publish. That's it, right? So that's how you set up like a WhatsApp workflow within the Daily CMO app, which is powered by GHL. We built it on top of GHL. And now if you want to get this done, or you want to onboard this tool, just get in the call with me and I'll set you up. I've not thought about any pricing or whatever, but happy to help you with that. Okay, so you have the links in the chat and you can do that. So I've shown you two tools you can use today. One is the Daily CMO app that I've just shown you here. It has everything that you need to start automating your WhatsApp messages, and it's not expensive. Or if you want something even simpler, even raw, just use something like Ottawa, which is based on a Google Sheet, which I think is amazing because with Google Sheets, it's even easier. You don't have to click so much. You just have to just copy and paste numbers here. You can just broadcast straight away. And this is amazing. Okay, so if you have questions, just put them down into the chat, into the comment section. Even after this live has ended, we'll still see it and we'll still come back to answer any questions you might have. So again, if you are watching this today, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining my babbles today. I really appreciate you coming on today, and we'll see you the next time. All right. Thank you so much, and till next time, next week.